So what is the risk of the protest triggering a return to real trouble in Thailand? Thitinan Pongsudarak is a political scientist at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok. Thitinan Pongsudarak, welcome to the program. Is Yingluck Shinawatra really in the thrall of her brother, really his puppet? If not, why on earth would she have pushed ahead with anything as provocative as the amnesty legislation at this moment?
By definition and by blood, Yingluck is the opposite side, the flip side of Thaksin. She is the proxy prime minister for him doing his bidding, but at the same time she also has some latitude of her own. So the way to see them is that they work from both sides of the same coin. She has been a bridge builder in Thailand. The amnesty bill has been unfortunate because Thaksin's ambitious gambit to free himself from the charges against him has caused her government stability. And now it looks like she may not last until next week. We'll have to see. It's a very tense standoff now we have in Bangkok.
Is it that serious? This could bring down the government?
The anti-government protesters were galvanized by the amnesty bill. Many of the people in Bangkok base, a lot of them, are sick and tired of Yingluck because they hate Thaksin. Thaksin has changed Thailand, and along the way he also has been corrupt, abusive of power. He has committed many wrongdoings and sins. He's on a conviction charge for 2 years in jail. So Thaksin is a menace of the established order in Thailand. At the same time, he has won all the elections in Thailand in the last 12, 13 years. So this gives him some legitimacy, which his opponents are very angry at. This is our dilemma. Yes, Yingluck is doing his bidding, but at the same time, Thaksin has some legitimacy. His corruption, his abuses of power certainly are very evident, and that's where we are.
Is there any sign of outside forces being involved? By that I mean either the military, or has the palace in any way expressed a view about what's going on?
The military has stand firmly on the sidelines. I think it has learned from the last military coup that it was not so successful and effective. The palace, we have seen some signals, but of course in Thailand we are very sensitive to issues involving the palace. We have seen some activity from the Crown Prince, for example. Also His Majesty the King's photo has been in the public eye in recent days. But otherwise we are looking at really the anti-government protesters led by the Democrat Party MPs who have resigned. They're going to bring down this government, and they have increased the stakes to the highest now. And the government will be forced now to respond. If the government responds by force, then we have serious problems in Thailand. We will have violence. But if the government restrains itself and bides its time, hoping that the anti-government forces will lose steam, lose legitimacy from occupying government ministries, then maybe somehow Yingluck will be able to scrape through. But nevertheless, I think we will be looking for a new election cycle if she scrapes through this week.
The King's birthday is on December the 5th. How important is it that this be resolved one way or another before then, what is a very significant date every year in Thailand?
We have a similar confrontation and brinkmanship 5 years ago, and it was resolved by a Constitution Court verdict that dissolved Thaksin's party 3 days before the King's birthday. And I think we could see a repeat of that pattern. Somehow the independent agencies may decide against the government, against Pheu Thai party ahead of the King's birthday. The idea is that by the time of the King's birthday, the situation should be resolved.
Thitinan Pongsudarak, better leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.